gotta wait for like the live thing to come on here. Let me. Okay, it kind of works. You're not really in the frame though.
That was a jump scare.
All right. Yeah, I think this works. People will come in as they do, or something. Yeah, looks really good.
People.
Yeah.
People.
Anyways, hello everyone, and welcome once again to another installment of the Movie Men podcast. I am XBenedict54, or That One Movie Geek on YouTube. We did not plan this out.
Oh.
Again, this is live.
This is completely unscripted. Trust me.
I'm waiting for introductions.
You may know me on YouTube as Jack the Retromaniac. I use that name on all platforms. Surprisingly, it's not a very requested name. Go follow me, I guess.
I'm Isaac.
We're actually all just eggs from another universe. We're all from different universes.
And rather fitting.
We're the same person.
Yeah, rather fitting considering today we have to talk about possibly our most anticipated film of the summer, according to us anyway. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I love that we didn't even have to look at each other. We just had to say that.
Yeah.
That's how good this is.
I kind of felt like it was going there.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. Yeah, I have been a little busy though, as you can tell from the setup.
Yeah.
I changed it around a bit. I also was gifted this for my birthday,
we just came from watching this.
Yeah, so if we seem mentally deprived, that's why.
Yeah. And soon after, I'm about to torture eggs with this.
Yes, probably so. Anyways, so gentlemen, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has been possibly the biggest thing.
Probably one of the most anticipated movies in recent years.
Yeah, that we've wanted to check out. Like, ever since Into the Spider-Verse came out, we were just craving more and just, like, we're so desperate for this. So, now that it's finally out, I think it's time we talk about it, like, a few months late, while everyone is now talking about Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Barbenheimer.
Or, yeah.
Or The Haunted Mansion. Or,
whatever else.
Whatever is out in July.
Yes, apparently. Now, should we... I feel like we should start off with what Spider-Man means to all of us. Because, like, obviously, we're all big fans of Spider-Man. Even though I'm, like, the only one wearing a Spider-Man shirt.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
My shirt is classified. No.
Yeah. And yours is a shirt. Yeah. So, who wants to go first on what Spider-Man is?
You know, I can. So, to me, Spider-Man is... You know, it's just Spider-Man.
He just is.
It means nothing to me. I don't like Spider-Man at all.
Even though you
Oh my god.
then you have no right to be in this video.
Well,
Get out.
okay, well,
He is a superhero.
I'm in it for Tom Holland.
No, you're really no Tobey Maguire, no Andrew Garfield.
Well, Andrew Garfield will take.
Okay,
Tom Maguire is...
that's fair though. Like, okay, Andrew Garfield for me, like he wasn't for the Spider-Man role, but he fits a lot of other roles. Like I love him in Tick Tick Boom. So yeah, but yeah, I know for a fact that you've watched No Way Home like 4 times now because like. That's what you...
And you don't even like Spider-Man. That's hilarious.
It's just a good movie.
It is a good movie, but like...
It just happens to be a good movie with Spider-Man in
Why
it.
were you saying that was better than the Batman when we were watching that, though?
It's better than Batman.
Alright then, I'm not gonna, like, comment on that for fear of possibly hurting anyone. Jack?
So, to confess something, I do like Spider-Man, I really do, but I never really grew up with him. I didn't really grow up with Marvel in general, I was more of like a Star Wars kid, but I do know that Marvel is a very big part of other people's childhood, I could tell especially you. I mostly grew up with Spider-Man was like, I remember watching Lego like stop motion animate. One of my most watched videos as a kid was like this stop motion trailer of Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire, and like just Lego Spider-Man stop motion. I just loved Spider-Man 3. Unironically, I love I hadn't even seen the original Into the Spider-Verse until like a couple days ago with my niece, and it was pretty good. But, like,
I feel like everyone's gonna hate you for that, but I don't care.
Guys, please don't burn me at the stake. I did watch it. I just didn't watch it immediately after it came out. My parents took me to see Incredibles 2. I swear, please, just don't burn me at the stake.
Okay. Okay. Well, Spider-Man for me was like, I feel like most kids would have the same story if I talked about this, but I honestly don't care. So like Spider-Man for me was like a superhero that was very relatable.
Spider-Man was the crap back in the day for a lot of kids. I sorry for
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying though, but like Spider-Man was just like the hero you vibed with, the hero that you like saw yourself with, or in.
I think the reason a lot of people relate to him was because he's younger, like just a younger superhero.
Yeah, he's like a teenager, kind of still trying to figure things out, and I think that's I grew up watching Spectacular Spider-Man and Marvel's Ultimate Spider-Man, which was on like Disney XD. Man, those were the days.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah, those were the days. But yeah, I remember watching that, and that was just like the bomb for me, and like it was just really fun.
One other way I grew up with Spider-Man was like it was like the series called Little Batman. It had like a young Batman and Spider-Man team up and were played by kids, and
I kind of remember that, I think. But yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah, I know, random childhood memory, but
it's fine.
It counts.
Honestly. Yeah. All right, so with all that finally out of the way, and my background looking as Spider-Man-esque as possible with these raindrops that I'm choosing to say are like spiderweb shootings. Yeah. Let's talk about.
If we had done this all around Halloween, webs would have been easier to find.
Yeah, probably. But anyways, enough about that. It's time we talk about our most anticipated film of the summer.
Well, yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Okay, initial thoughts.
It was pretty good, actually. Probably my favorite movie of the year so far. That sounded like half sorry.
No.
I don't sound very enthusiastic, but we just came from watching Morbius.
Yeah, we're mentally deprived.
Yeah.
But for me, this felt like
it's so bombastic. That's one word I would use to describe Across the Spider-Verse.
Like if Sensory Overload had a movie and it was like themed around Spider-Man, I'd say that's what this was.
I feel like the only people who wouldn't like Across the Spider-Verse are people with epilepsy.
Yeah.
That sounded.
That isn't, but like.
I mean, there are a lot of bright colors.
It would be enough to cause that. I feel like, especially with like the change in art, the constant change in art styles. Like there is so much.
If it's like mild, they probably would still enjoy it. I can't think of anyone who wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah, it's
even those who don't like Spider-Man. Isaac.
Don't be hating on him, man.
Yeah.
But like, Spider-Man was. This film just has a vibe to it, and I'm here for it. Like, it's like sensory overload for both Spider-Man fans and just like movie watchers in general. But like, I've never been more excited to watch a film at like the lowest possible frame rate that you can, just so I could catch like every single like Easter egg that I missed. I remember actually while we were watching the film, watching Morbius, you found a post where they had the Spider-Man popsicle in the background, and I did not see that the first time, and that's just like one of the occasions.
While we're on the topic of that, cameos. This is like Cameo the movie.
Yeah.
I just reading the Wikipedia page of what Spider-Man appeared in that. It was
the fact that they have a part 2, and it's probably going to be even better.
I still didn't see like Taki Yamashiro, the Japanese Spider-Man. I didn't see him in the movie, but maybe I just missed him.
Yeah.
When we get the movie on video, we're gonna have to like
Yeah,
pause every single second.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah. And I feel like I'm adding to the pile of what people say here about it being like like one of those films where like you pause it and it's just like a masterpiece.
Turn every frame of the movie into a poster.
Yeah, I don't know if that was their goal, but they definitely succeeded in doing that.
Yeah.
Like it's very Wes Anderson like in a way,
Yeah.
except it's like an action film and it's like actual Marvel
Yeah.
instead of Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson directed a superhero movie.
I would actually love a Wes Anderson superhero film. Because I just love Wes Anderson films in general. But, truthfully, this film is just... Okay, I'm not going to say that, like, the middle part of a film is, like, the best, because it isn't. There's going to be, like, something better, obviously.
Are we spoiling anything, Eggs?
We are, because we will get to spoilers.
It's been out for about 2 or 3 months now. I think it's safe.
It came out in like June 2nd, I think. So
we have more than a right to spoil it later on, but yeah, I feel like this just had so much going on, so much well done stuff, and it was just so good, so good.
One of the biggest complaints I've seen online is that like it ended on a cliffhanger, but you have to remember it was announced as Across the Spider-Verse Part 1.
Yeah, like
Across the
it was literally supposed to be Part 1, and I remember that going into the theater, and when we were like going towards the end, which we will cover in spoilers, like the spoiler section. I remember when I was watching it, and I remember like, oh, it's gonna end soon. How is it gonna end? Where is it gonna end? Is it gonna end like this? No, I can't. I can't wait for Part 2.
That won't stop people from getting mad that it ended on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, exactly. And that's to be expected.
Yeah.
But like, at the same time,
Because it's a good movie.
I'm surprised with how many people forgot that this was gonna be a two-parter.
Yeah.
Because, like, they said it from the get-go, and I'd imagine that you remember it. But like, if you can't, then you can't.
Yeah.
It's just so weird.
Yeah. The fight scenes. I'm just dropping ideas.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing, man.
They go hard.
They do go hard. Like that's a whole other thing with them right
Especially
there.
the first one. What I love about I love how each universe has its own animation style.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But going back to that, it's just so interesting to see like these like unique stuff. It's like Gumball almost in a certain way, where it takes like different styles and puts them together, but somehow it feels like it would work, despite it like literally looking like it wouldn't. And I think that's what makes it so great. Yeah. Any other thoughts before we move on to spoilers?
No.
None whatsoever.
I don't think so.
All right then. We are now approaching the spoiler alert section of this video. So, if you somehow, in some way, have not seen Across the Spider-Verse,
I love how you pause.
I like to be dramatic. Log off now, exit the stream or whatever, and just watch it, come back, and hear our thoughts.
Or stay if you like spoilers,
Yeah.
Because I know you guys exist.
Yeah. Or you just watch those videos where someone titles like, "Here are the spoilers for Across the Spider-Verse."
You don't even have to watch the movie. Actually, there's cutscenes in the official playlist for the movie on Apple Music, Spotify. They have scenes from the movie in the songs.
I feel like I remember like when people are playing the entire Mario movie on Twitter. I feel like
Yeah.
it's gonna happen with.
It's gonna happen like some point or another. Anyways, it is time for the spoilers section of this video. Last chance to log off now, because now we're getting into spoilers.
Yeah.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Just drop stuff.
If we want to.
So, Eggs, who was your favorite cameo, like your favorite Spider-Person movie? I have to say, this is probably a very popular opinion, but Spider-Punk, Harvey Brown,
Yeah.
He feels like everyone's older brother, if that makes sense.
Like, I knew Spider-Punk was a thing and I liked him, but like, seeing him here, I'm just like, bro, how can you top this? How can you make something better than what we've seen right now? Like, how do you do that?
How do you make the character who doesn't believe in comedy? Just kidding. Like the funniest character in the movie.
Yeah, how do you make the best character even? How are you gonna make the best character even better in part
He
3?
was just cool the whole time.
Okay, I'd say Spider-Punk, Indian Spider-Man,
Oh yeah.
Cowboy Spider-Man. I forget his name. There was
I love chai tea.
yeah.
What did you say?
What did you? Yeah. Okay. I know you said Miguel. We're gonna get to him. Believe me. But like, okay, bit of Spider-Man 2099. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I said like Cowboy Spider-Man.
Who was the most unexpected cameo? Peter
Parker, yeah,
Peter
definitely.
parked car. Or the T-Rex.
Yeah, the T-Rex, Spider-Cat, and the
spider animals, just like
Yeah, we may have to like look back at this when we get it, but like I was surprised to not see Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Oh yeah.
It's okay. For those who don't know, there's a version of Spider-Man out there where Peter Parker falls into a vat of spiders, and the spiders absorb his consciousness,
becomes
and then
spiders.
the spiders believe that they are Peter Parker. So then they put on the Spider-Man suit and try to be Spider-Man. That is an actual one. It is hilarious, and I was waiting for it to be in this film. If it's not in this film, I am hoping it gets at least like some form of attention, be it background or at least a speaking part, like one line in the third part.
2 more cameos: Spectacular Spider-Man and
Oh, yeah.
what was the other one? It was another Spider-Man cartoon, but I forgot what it was.
Like the old
Ultimate Spider-Man or what?
I don't know, like the still frame one
You know
where
who
he's like, I can do anything the others can.
Hey, do you know who I did want in that movie? It was like recently on Disney Junior there was like this Spidey
Oh, yeah.
amazing friend.
That'd be hilarious if he just shows up and he's like, "Come on, guys,
Where
let's
you-
talk about this," and then they all just like take him and yeet him out of the thing.
That being said, all these cameos make you wonder what their canon events were.
Yeah.
We already know what a lot of them were.
Also, Lego Spider-Man.
Oh yes,
It also makes sense considering
Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
yeah, like they made the Lego movie, so it only makes sense that they come full circle and give us that one.
Eggs. What about the villain, the Spot? Like what do you
Okay.
think of him?
I didn't get the villain at all. It was very, very weird.
No,
the
I love how
concept of the Spot.
No,
the
here,
villain,
It's a man covered in interdimensional portals. Like
yeah.
which is weird.
No, here's the thing though. Spot has been a D-list character. He has been down there in the dumps. No one cares about him. And this film
No,
made
it-
everyone
it-
care about
it-
him. They made everyone realize, oh, he's just a villain of the week. And then all of a sudden, no. He is a galactic threat.
I-
He is
I-
something
I love how-
far more than anyone could ever
He goes
imagine.
from like slapstick, like a punching bag to like the butt of the joke to
Yeah.
like a multiversal threat.
Yeah, like he literally turns that way. And I love that because that's what he deserves. He can create portals.
My holes
I
are
didn't
not the
expect them to
problem.
go this route with that, but I'm so glad that they did.
On top of that, he's also really funny in the movie.
Yeah.
My holes are the answer. Can you please stop talking about your holes? You're making everybody uncomfortable.
He kicks himself into his portal
Yeah.
and then is like, "Oh, I can travel now." Like that's funny.
I didn't even know who Spot was until I heard about this movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew about him before because I'm a big enough fan like that, but like I did not think they were gonna treat him with the proper respect that they did. I thought he was gonna be like the villain of the week, like everyone, and then bam, he's just this universal threat, and I'm like, yes.
I thought he was like voiced by Steve Buscemi, but I think it was Jason Schwartzman.
I don't even remember actually. But yeah. Who were your favorites?
You guys probably touched on it a lot, so I'm gonna have to agree with you guys.
All right.
But I'd add to that, that Miles Morales.
Oh
is
yeah.
very very surprising, but he's just a great. This part of the franchise kind of got us to know him a little bit more, kind of more about his personal background and that.
There was so much
getting to know him as a
character.
character
Yeah.
more kind of was nice.
There's so
And
much
that's
character.
what you should do with the film, and I'm glad that they like continue to do that. And they also kind of focus more on his mom and their relationship, whereas opposed to like with his
first movie.
dad.
I like this cinematic.
There is
thing
so much
Yeah.
character development.
This is gonna be a
in
huge
movie.
spoiler, but when he gets
We are
sent
in
to
spoilers.
the wrong portal, when he goes to the wrong portal and gets sent to the other Miles Morales, where his uncle was still in his life,
Yeah.
and so where he was living with his uncle, and
And his dad was dead.
and that was very interesting to see.
Yeah.
The opposite, kind of the opposite universe of the one that he lives in.
I hate that they showed us that he was going to the wrong universe, and I only picked up on it after his parents weren't understanding him, and I was like, oh crap, he's in another universe. Like I openly said that, and no one else thought it. But then when you're supposed to realize it,
Who's
and
Spider-Man?
everyone else realized it in the theater, I was just like, oh, this is good.
Who's Spider-Man? There is so much character development in this movie.
That's what makes it so good. But to go on off of that, yeah, I'm impressed that they were able to kind of slip that in there, even though I'm sure some people got it, but I'm still so surprised that I did not.
Do you think Spider-Woman will have her baby in the next movie?
I don't.
I do. I forgot that she was pregnant in the movie. I think she was. Not Gwen.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
maybe.
Yeah.
You never know. On top of that, she's probably one of the best characters.
And,
Not gonna lie.
And then Peter B. Parker returning with his baby.
Yeah.
You have a baby.
I have a baby. Peter is the father figure that we need.
I love how kind of depressed he is in the first movie, and then he just goes to this happy dad.
And that's because he finally has
Yes, he found
joy
that-
in his life.
Yeah.
And he's now fully okay, I have responsibilities now. I'm doing what Uncle Ben
But
wanted me to.
will the people will they die? Will there be a canon event? I just wanted to say that to bring up the topic of
Yeah.
canon events.
And speaking of canon events,
This
Perfect.
this podcast was a canon event.
yeah. Okay, I want to talk about Miguel. I love the fact that he's a villain, but I wish they focused more on Spot. I'm gonna do a whole video on this over on the That One Movie Geek channel. But to summarize it, I have no problems with the film, but I feel like Spot should have been played more as a threat because it just seemed like that's what they were building him up to be, and it's like,
I mean, they're probably gonna build
Yeah.
on him more in Across in Beyond.
yeah, but it just feels like a little bit he should have had a little bit more here. I say that's my only gripe with the film. But okay, I like Miguel as a character, but with the way the internet has turned him into, you'll forgive my expression here, a Tumblr sexy man.
Oh my god!
I just can't.
Just something you want to
Yeah,
do something to.
they're all I see from him now is that, and I cannot get that out of my head, and I hate it.
People making fan edits of him. That
Yeah.
it's the internet has
He
its
started
ways.
the canon event meme. That's what it is. It's because everyone knows what canon event is. It's all over the social. It's all over the socials. If you don't know what canon event is, then you're
The
not
internet
a
has
person.
its
because it's-
That and apparently every woman in the world wants him.
The internet has its ways.
Yeah. No, every woman took a look at him and then they were just like, yes. And then, yeah. That kind of degrades his character for me. Even though it's not technically attached to the film, but I just can't get that out of my head right now. And I'm sorry, but you can't expect me to not think that every single time now, based on what the internet has now given us.
Yeah.
I can look past it sometimes, but sometimes it's there in your face, blandly obvious, and you can't ignore it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that apart from that and Spot, that does drive the film down, but otherwise I'd say really solid. I also love that the film, I'm just gonna go back to this real quick, I love that the film has small details that if you look close enough you'll catch. I don't remember the Amazing Spider-Man PS2 game. Or, yeah. They showed a cutscene when they were talking about Uncle Ben deaths from there, and I was like, hey, I know that one. And I was probably one of the only few individuals that knew what that was.
I still think that my favorite scene in the movie was they recreated the Who, the U.
Yeah.
All stations, stop Spider-Man.
You.
You.
What are you talking about? You.
Wait, me.
Yeah.
And that is probably, I know from the original movie, the iconic thing that came out from No Way Home was the whole pointing meme
Yeah.
that's been repeated by
Who
everyone.
pointed first?
And by even
Yeah,
Taylor Swift.
it's
and all
rude
that.
to point.
For this film, it definitely would be the whole Canada thing was
Yeah.
what came out of that, because
I feel like that's the whole meme that they're gonna take
Yeah.
away from this one.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to see what they do next.
Yeah.
Anyone notice like the bagel meme?
Yeah,
Like,
the bagel effect.
Yeah, where Miles throws the bagel, and then as soon as it hits the scientist,
You know
it
what
like
they
transfers to like the spot in his like most terrifying form.
You know what they say, don't hit anyone with a bagel, they might become a multiversal supervillain.
Yeah, that's the saying. That's how the saying goes. But yeah, like
See you home, Spider-Man.
otherwise,
It's just good.
it's a really good film. Like I definitely recommend it.
Is it the best movie of the year so far that you've seen? Eggs.
I don't know because I have to watch Oppenheimer.
How do you feel about it compared to the Mario movie?
Oh, they actually have it?
they actually have and like in the end of the songs, they actually have,
Like transitions into the scenes?
they have the scene transitions.
That's cool.
But how would you rank this against the Mario movie? Both of them have their qualities.
Yeah. I feel like this one is just something I can... The Mario movie was something to vibe to. This one is just something that you look at and you're like, I'm here for it.
Hey, Across the Spider-Verse doesn't have Jack Black, but the Mario movie doesn't have Haley Steinfeld, so... They both suffer disadvantages.
Anyways, I feel like there's so much more to talk about it, and yet still not enough time. Because, like, knowing this, we could do, like, a whole, like, mini-series on this, talking about it with there's so much stuff to like about it. I don't remember this specifically, but there was, like, a Doomsday cybernetic, Spider-Man. I forget what that one was, but I really like that one, too. Okay, I will say I could see where some of the plot twists were going as soon as they were introduced, but like I don't think that stopped me as well.
Yeah.
Like, again, spoiler alert: Miles in the alternate universe revealing himself to be Prowler.
Yeah, that was a cool reveal.
That was a great reveal. One I didn't really expect.
I just love the like the straight face that Miles makes and like both of them make. Just like
Yeah.
I can't make it right now.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying, yeah. And based on and with the sources, like with the whole Spider-Verse story that we already have, I'm interested to see what they can adapt from this. Because I'm wondering if they'll take specific terms or like things from it. Like originally all the Spider-Men in the comics, they retreated to like this apocalyptic universe, kind of like the one they're in the film right now. And in it, they bump into this guy named Uncle Ben Parker, where he used to be like the Spider-Man of this world, but was unsuccessful and gave up on it, and then the world kind of fell into ruin.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they'll put that in part 3. If they don't, I'm gonna be very surprised at what else they can do.
Either way, I'm still excited for Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, when I got out of the theater, I could not even like mouth the words to what like I wanted to see from this. Like, are they gonna talk about the Omniverse? Like, what's beyond the Spider-Verse?
Like, I know what they I know they were talking about. Like I know they said like Beyond the Spider-Verse is supposed to come out in March of 2024, but I still think it's gonna get delayed. I can't.
Especially with like all the
actor strikes and writer strikes.
Yeah, the writer
I definitely
strikes
think
and
that we're gonna see a backlog of movies.
It just seems so soon.
Yeah.
And then it was revealed that Haley Steinfeld, she hasn't even recorded her lines for Beyond the Spider-Verse yet.
I mean, it makes sense. They're dealing with all those setbacks. They're dealing with all this like other stuff that's like out of their control. It makes sense.
I also heard that like there are plans to make it longer than Across the Spider-Verse, and Beyond Across the Spider-Verse, from what I read on Wikipedia, it's actually the longest American animated movie of all time.
Now
like
they're
2 hours and 20 minutes long.
So the second one is gonna be the second longest.
It's gonna be like 4 hours long.
What I'm interested to see is I wonder if they're gonna utilize AI in creating Beyond the Spider-Verse. Because it's
AI generated Spider-Verse.
like-
Oh my gosh.
I feel like it could work because it's
Yeah.
it's like all color, and AI is
No.
That's what it does.
No, like
It's
each
better at
each
doing that
frame
than-
is like AI generated art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it works.
Maybe.
Especially with the writers and actors strikes going on, you can just replace them.
I can't wait to see their deformed hands.
And you can even like
Yeah.
take the actors' voices and you can feed it through AI and they can
Yeah,
say
but
stuff.
then
it,
it's
it works.
Yeah, but then it's either gonna be really bad and people are gonna have like a really horrid reception with it.
Or it's gonna be really good and
Yeah.
you're gonna be actors again.
Hey,
Yeah.
no movie has one like unanimous response. Even Across the Spider-Verse, it doesn't have a perfect 100 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. Which is odd because Into the Spider-Verse had perfect 100 for a while.
Mm.
So it just feels weird. But yeah, I get what you're saying though.
I can't wait to see them top themselves. Like,
Hopefully.
I think also along with Beyond the Spider-Verse is like a spin-off involving the Spider-Women. That's in development. Or
Yeah, something like that. I remember hearing something about that. I also remember someone, it was X that showed me some test footage, like leaked test footage of like Miles running away from Prowler or something. I doubt that it's real, but I'm not hoping that it's not. So yeah, we'll have to see where it goes because either way, it could go either way. But as for Across the Spider-Verse, it's a really solid film. It's really good. I call it better than Into the Spider-Verse, but we'll have to see if
They're
Beyond the
both already-
Spider-Verse tops it. Because, like, the middle one, sometimes, I say sometimes because sometimes I like the second in a trilogy of installments. Like, the second one, this one is good, but I feel like Beyond the Spider-Verse is going to be even better. So then it won't. So, yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like how when Shrek 2 came out, like you were calling it better than the original. Like,
Yeah.
This is the next Shrek 2. I feel so weird comparing Shrek to Spider-Man.
Yeah, it does.
If Spider Shrek.
No. Don't open the floodgates.
That's probably already a meme.
Uh,
I do want Spooderman to appear in Beyond the Spider-Verse.
oh, dude, is that... Maybe it's in Across.
We already had oh yeah, maybe it is. They already had the Spider-Man popsicle.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll add this. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on this before we close?
I loved it. It was great, and I can't wait for the next movies from Sony Animation because I feel like they're taking more risks recently. I know that has nothing to do with Spider-Man, but like it's just good. That's all I have to say, really.
Yeah, definitely. I'm liking this whole animated Spider-Man franchise that they're doing with the Across the Spider-Verse, Beyond the Spider-Verse thing. I think it's really working out, and I hope they keep it up.
Yeah. Because, like, there's so many ways they can take it, and, like, so much stuff they can do that they probably couldn't do in the live action stuff as well. Oh, also, just want to say, Daniel Glover as live action Prowler.
Donald Glover?
Sorry, I tend to mix up, like...
This is the Spider-Verse. Not like this is America.
Yeah, but, like, I tend to mix up actors' names sometimes. Perfect as Prowler.
Yeah.
So funny. I loved him in Community, and he's just a great actor. You guys should watch more of his films.
The Renaissance Vulture was pretty funny.
Yeah, I love that guy too. But yeah, I'm just excited for what they can do next with this. And please,
Spider-Punk can meet Thanos.
No, I was gonna say Spiders Man better be in Beyond, but like, if it isn't,
I'm kind of disappointed that like Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Ham, and Penny got less screen time than usual.
Yeah.
Which I think they're gonna get more in Beyond. I hope.
Yeah. I'm hoping so, but like, that you know the stuff. There's been,
Actors training.
yeah. What was it? Sorry, I forget the actor for Spider-Man Noir. What was it?
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Cage. Sorry, Cage openly said that he wasn't gonna go back for the Noir role.
Looks like I thought he mentioned that like there was like a live action Spider-Man Noir series in development for Amazon or something.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping John Mulaney and comes back as Spider-Man because I just love John Mulaney. He's so funny.
I know how you said this has nothing to do with Spider-Man. I'm sorry, but like I know you said Across the Spider-Verse was your most anticipated movie, but I gotta be honest, it wasn't mine this year. Mine was Mutant Mayhem.
That's fair though, and don't worry, we probably will cover that sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him are both big TMNT fans.
Yeah.
But yeah. But anyways, I think that closes everything for this.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you all for watching. We hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time
Yep.
for another Movie Men podcast episode.
Yes. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
watching.
We still sound so mentally deprived from Morbius. Like it just drained us of all our happiness.
It did. And before any of you ask, yes, I did see the post or the results from the community post on whether or not to move this to another channel or to keep this here. So I will be doing that eventually, and there will be a video all about like all this information and stuff about the future of my channel coming up. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, I believe that's it, gentlemen. So thank you for your time and your opinions.
Yes, you're very welcome.
Let's hope that Beyond the Spider-Verse is just as great, if not better, than Across and Into the Spider-Verse.
And even if all three will probably be great.
Yeah. We'll just have like another Lord of the Rings trilogy on our
Yeah.
hands, probably. Or whatever was considered to be like a really good adapted film series that just got better and better as it went on.
Yeah.
I'm failing to come up with anything. I want to say like Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy or something, but we'll see.
I think the Batman, like the new Batman, is supposed to be like a trilogy too.
Yeah, and I'm excited for
Yeah,
that.
the new version.
Planet of the Apes
That
trilogy.
was definitely a really good Batman movie.
Yeah, Planet of the Apes, definitely, yeah. I love the Batman. Anyways, thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys next time.